But now, I'm gonna play more Witcher. So I just arrived in Chapter 4. I'm still kind of mostly exploring the new areas in Chapter 4. So yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to get like the watermelon flavor next time. I don't know. I don't know when I'll order new flavors. Too bad I'm not sponsored. I cannot just say use code STRONK. I've never heard about that before. I've never heard of anything called ThemeTube before. A remake? Who knows? Oh, that's... Oh, that's not good in my opinion if they want to do that. To just rush out games like that is a big no-no in my opinion. I mean, if they're producing 2 AAA games a year, that is rushed. My bad. Yeah, I misread your comment, man of Paris, my bad. You said this year they want to start 2 new games. I see now. I misunderstood your sentence. I didn't read it clearly. I'm not sure if they learned from Cyberpunk. Companies barely ever want to learn. I don't. I definitely wouldn't put trust in them. Then again, I barely trust any company. Even id Software, as much as I love Doom Eternal still had plenty of fucking annoying bugs that they should have fixed. And the fact that apparently you can't save within master levels is super stupid. Kind of really just ruined master levels for me in that game. Yep, they put the Nuvo in. They released broken master levels. You can't even save in master levels. Yeah, but that's still a stupid mistake to make. Why would they release an unfinished game? That's just a dumb thing to do. Which means someone at their company made the decision, oh, the game is not finished yet, just release it. Someone made that decision, which is obviously bad. In the end, pretty much every gaming company that's of relative size, I just wouldn't really put my full trust in them. It's just not worth it. Yeah, well, they shouldn't have let them do that. I hope so too. I want every game to be good and polished and successful. It's just that, you know. The bigger companies get, the more greedy they get, and the more they will care about money. Well, what happened to the lighting? Hey, we got the things. Well, yeah, but it should have been working on launch. They just shouldn't have, like, I don't care what they do with Cyberpunk now. I just hope their next game will be finished at launch. And I'm definitely not gonna trust them to, I mean, I barely ever buy games on launch anyway, but, you know, like... The only game I bought on launch recently was Doom Eternal. And even that game was buggy, which really sucks. And I'm fine with bugs, I guess. You know, that's only natural. I'm not gonna fault people for having bugs in their game because games are complicated. So you're never gonna prevent any bugs from being in the game. I understand that. But like I said, you know, they just should release their games finished. Yeah, but you know, that's the thing, you know. They should have not cared about the pressure from investors. Because they still were like they apparently the investors were more important to CD Projekt Red than their fans. Because sure, they got like here's the thing, you're gonna cave into your investors, and then it's like, all right, good, but now Cyberpunk has like all this drama, and it's like gone into history of like one of the most drama-filled game releases ever. And CD Projekt Red just lost a ton of trust they had from their fans. Was that worth it? I don't think it was worth it. They should have just delayed the game and released it when it was finished and not given a fuck about the investors. At least then Cyberpunk wouldn't have become a meme that it is now. And they should have, in my opinion, just kept the game for as a PC game that they originally planned. Because they tried to make the game work on too many systems and platforms, old consoles, new consoles, and PC, and it just ruined the vision of the game as well, made it an unstable mess. Which 2021 game you have played? I have no idea, barely. Probably something like Serious Sam 4 or something. Maybe some others, but... it was just a stupid decision for CD Projekt Red. Well, in my opinion, their response was bad, but... you know, it's fine if you think differently. You know, I'm not gonna bash you for it. I guess I'm just a lot more cynical and harder to please when it comes to that. Maybe because I'm just fed up with the game industry over the last 10 plus years. Because I definitely was a lot different back in the day. A lot more positive, willing to believe things, and I guess now I'm just too cynical. Yeah, I will commend them for that. Offering full refunds is definitely better than what a lot of other companies do when they just take their money and be like, yep, we're gonna fix it now. It's definitely good to offer 100% refunds. Though they did fuck up things with Sony because they didn't like discuss it with Sony, and then Sony was like, well, you do what? And then like Sony got mad at CD Projekt, and you know.
Master Witcher.
Let's hope she gives me a good book.
I have the glimmering dust.
Finally! I'll make my husband an amulet to repel the succubus. The herb manual as agreed.
Farewell.
Herb manual. Herbs. I've already read it. Fuck. Fuck. Well, that was fucking useless. I mean, I still got XP for it, I guess, but you know.
Yes? Farewell.
Well, at least he's not mad at me. It would have given me a better reward. Also, Geralt is such a hypocrite. He cheats and bangs like every freaking woman he meets. But then this blacksmith, he just screws over because he's fucking a succubus. I'm definitely gonna wait many years before I ever get Cyberpunk. I thankfully have plenty of other RPGs to play, so... Where the hell do I go? This is so confusing. Drowners in the riverbank. Well, it's almost getting night. Oh, I'll do this. Maybe I can do this. Wait, what time is it? Evening. Well, you know. I hope you're right. Because I haven't played Cyberpunk myself, so I can't be the judge of it. I mean, if you don't know anything about it, then why are you so harshly in, like, judging it if you're ever gonna get it or not? A bit hard to understand, Galactic.
What do you want?
Harn the Mason sent me.
That good for nothing. He sealed my chimney, and ever since it's either cold as winter or foggy as fall in here. I wager work on the bridge isn't progressing.
Exactly.
Why would he need a witcher and witch?
At night, Griggs destroy the bridge Harn must then repair in daytime.
Unruly Griggs indeed. Doubtless he tried to avenge himself, and they've taken offense.
Any way to help them reconcile?
Recover their treasure.
Treasure?
Another tribe of Griggs inhabits the crypt in the fields. Evil sort. This tribe stole the greatest treasure of our Griggs, a cat harness.
Cat harness?
Indeed. Like humans ride horses, Griggs ride cats. Go to that crypt and recover the harness, then return to me.
Where is the harness?
In their chapel, which resembles a miniature sculpture of a saint, like the ones they place at crossroads.
How do you know this?
I could say I read it in some chicken entrails, but the truth is more trite. A certain Grig has fallen in love with me. He informs me of happenings in the area.
Are you kidding? No matter. Thanks.
I mean, I understand that. Being a big fan of The Witcher, you want more and more. So I definitely understand that The Witcher fans want more of those games. I still have to play 2 and 3 after this. So I'm like, you know, for me, they can take a break and make something else, because I still need to catch up anyway. But you know, I am curious in general as well, because playing the first Witcher, you know, I can see that they're very talented, and from what I've heard from The Witcher 3, I can also say that. So I am curious to see what else CD Projekt can make in terms of video games, you know. They definitely have their main focus on RPGs. But I am curious if they're able to also make other games. Where are those frickin' droners? Is that the same way? The other way. Alright, let's go kill the droners first. Yeah, and this definitely feels like the real RPG experience. I think I now understand more what RPGs are about. Because in the past, I didn't know much about RPGs. And I think a true RPG, like, makes use of more than just a leveling system and some combat and dialogue in the story. It's also about the world building, the immersiveness, what's the word? How your dialogue choices will affect things, how they have effect on people and on things happening later in the game. I definitely, it's very hard to really put an exact description on it, but you know, after having played Mass Effect and I see how much dialogue is important there, and you know, a lot of video games are like, yeah, your dialogue choices matter, but in a lot of games like that, they often don't matter really. And in games like Mass Effect and this game, I feel like they definitely matter a lot more. And I think, like, in modern gaming, RPGs are not really what people think RPGs are. Because there are people who think that Assassin's Creed is RPG, which it isn't. Assassin's Creed are action-adventure games. Sure, the newer Assassin's Creed games have gotten, like, RPG elements in the game, but I would never call Assassin's Creed an RPG. And I think a lot of people sadly do not understand that. Yeah, it's definitely one of the aspects that's needed. And I also think it's important that not all the upgrading is focused on combat. All the leveling up and stuff. Like, for example, here it's also not all on not focused on combat, right? Sure, it might look like it, but if you go for it to intelligence, you have stuff here that like herbalism and like bomb preparation, ingredient extraction, and you have like the books. What I really love about this game is the book mechanic, is that Geralt reads these books, and then because of reading those books, he will then learn like formulas and ingredients and like things about monsters. That's what I really like. So when there's like stuff to unlock and level up, well, you can say level up, like learning these formula, right? Learning these formulas creating potions. Like, it's an important mechanic in my opinion. And I like it because it's not only combat focused. And I think that's the issue that a lot of people, that a lot of video games have, that people claim are RPGs, but they aren't in reality. Because I think too many gamers are obsessed with combat. And I don't think that a true RPG can only revolve around combat. At that point, it just becomes an action-adventure game. Which is kind of more like Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is like really focused on stealth and combat. Not really much else. In its gameplay, that is. Stealth and combat, stealth and combat. And, you know, that's why. That's also, you know, why I think a video game that isn't solely focused on combat is what makes an RPG a true RPG. Where not everything is solved by just killing everyone, killing everything. That you can finish quests by talking or like giving items, right? Not every quest should be the answer, like just kill everything. Oh, there's no drowners here yet. Sad life. Yeah, that's the thing. Assassin's Creed gets a lot more boring because, don't get me wrong, I like Assassin's Creed, but it does get boring rather quickly because it's the same gameplay over and over. Because it's literally sneak and kill. Sneak and kill, sneak and kill, sneak and kill, and maybe like find some loot. But it's 90% sneak and kill, sneak and kill, sneak and kill. And that just gets boring. In The Witcher, it's very different, you know, because The Witcher is an RPG and Assassin's Creed is just an action-adventure game. In The Witcher, it's like, you have dialogue, you explore cities. That's what I have, like, you know. Sometimes you play The Witcher, and for over an hour, maybe even 2 hours, there is no combat. And for some people that might be boring, but for me, that's like, you know, that's like the change of pace, right? Sometimes you don't always want to be killing stuff the whole time. I just like, you know, it's like exploring, getting to know people, talking with NPCs, solving problems. Not just kill monsters, kill enemies, right? That's how you know the difference. Same thing when I was playing Mass Effect. A lot of it was talking to people in the Citadel, resolving matters, exploring like moons and shit. Not just combat. Combat definitely needs to be in an RPG, don't get me wrong, definitely. But when the game is all focused on combat, that's when it really just becomes an action-adventure game. Are the drowners here yet? Hey, there they are. I've been waiting for you. And they're dead. Oh, there's another one. It's not death wave. Yeah, and I understand that, you know, not everyone is that much into talking, right? Especially if it's reading. Oh, I don't like reading much. There's some games where I will tolerate it, like for example in Paper Mario, I will go through reading. But like, There's not many games where I will... even in Pokemon, I often just skip a lot of dialogue. And Pokemon, for example, is an RPG that's very heavily focused on combat, but I still think there are enough... like, there's definitely enough dialogue and, like, item hunting and stuff. But I wouldn't call Pokemon a true RPG. It's definitely, you know, part RPG and part turn-based combat game. But I definitely wouldn't call it like a pure RPG game. Pokemon still, despite all that, is great. At least the old Pokemon games. I really recommend it. It is so amazing. Hey, if you have an emulator, you know, I definitely recommend just playing whichever Pokemon game you want. Yeah, I'm mostly a bigger fan of the earlier gens as well. I myself mostly grew up with Gen 2. Like, Pokemon Gold was my first Pokemon game that was truly mine. Although I did play Pokemon Red quite a bit as a kid on an emulator as well. And these are nasty. I'm not that big of a fan of Pokemon. Yeah, a lot of people sadly don't get into the Pokemon games because they're just not a big Pokemon fan. They will instantly think, oh, it's for kids, but mechanically, the Pokemon games are pretty fucking good. Like the base of Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh is cool as well. You know, I have such a big issue with trading card games. Like, I really love trading card games and card collecting games. I have so much fun in them. Like, I've tried things like Hearthstone and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon TCG. I love those games. I love every single one of them. I also played a game called Feria, which was something like that. They're all super fun. I just suck at making decks. The very moment I need to make my own deck, I'm just filled with a choice paralysis of, like, I don't know which cards to put into my deck. And I just sit there staring, and I just can't make a deck. Because I'm too much, like, trying to find synergy, and I would need to spend so much time learning which card works best with what other card, and I just can't do that. I just suck so hard at that. Yeah, but that's not fun either, because the whole fun of card collecting games is that you make your own deck, right? That's the whole fun behind it. And I want to make my own decks. It's just that I get a whole choice paralysis if I try to do that. And it's with every single card collecting game ever. It was with Feria, it was with Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon TCG, Hearthstone, every single one I tried. Great fun, but I just can't make decks because I suck at that. I just don't know what to choose. There's too many things to choose from. Maybe I need to find help online on how I can get past that, because it's a genre I do genuinely love. I really do. You know, and recently a new free-to-play Yu-Gi-Oh game got released, and I'm kind of interested in it, because I have always loved Yu-Gi-Oh! And I also like Pokemon TCG Online, is also really fun. I just can't build decks. Oh yeah, Magic the Gathering, I also heard good things about that. Hearthstone, at the moment I wouldn't want to play because it's Activision Blizzard. Maybe if Microsoft, you know, when they actually own it in a couple of years, I'll maybe try it again, but yeah. I should also try Feria again, because Feria was very good. Oh, we gotta take the necklace back, right. I have no idea. Also, when it comes to TCGs, I have no interest in online play at all. Because I just do not feel confident enough in my own capabilities of building a competitive deck and being skillful enough for that. And I probably get like time anxiety where I don't want to like take too long about my turn because my opponent might grow impatient and annoyed. So those are definitely reasons why I wouldn't really want to play online, but yeah, I have no idea. Hey, maybe after a while I'll try out the new Yu-Gi-Oh game on stream. Yu-Gi-Oh is fun, I've played that in the past. That game is super fun. I just, you know, as always, I've just stayed away from TCGs because I just suck at making decks. Or are you chomping on the body? Need to eat more food. I've got mead. Eat your fish. But I think I should just Google online, like, deck building choice paralysis. Maybe I'll find something about it, because I can't be the only person who gets an absolute choice paralysis when trying to build a deck. Right. I need to talk with her. Booby alert. Please no ban Twitch.
Let's talk.
I have your necklace.
Splendid. Now your reward. I'll grant you a book on the Vodyanoi,
Jiggle physics.
the Earth Rune, or I'll treat your wounds whenever you need.
The book about Vodyanoi.
It is yours, though it's such a dull tome.
Thank you.
Take this token as a memento. The amulet will protect you from drowners.
Hopefully that book will be useful. Ingredients. Not many games that just plainly show boobs. And I do think that, you know, I think, like, it should be more tolerated to have, like, naked people in video games. But, you know, it should be implemented in a way, right? It should be implemented in a way where it's, like, it makes sense for, like, what's happening in the game. Like, it shouldn't be implemented just to make thirsty people happy. If it's, like, implemented where it's, like, it makes sense for the situation, right? Even in GTA 4, one of the DLCs, there was, like, a naked dude and you just saw his dick out. You know? And I think that should be fine in video games, because people are so shocked, you know? It's like, oh, death, violence, gore, dismemberment. Oh, you know, that's fine. But boobies and penises and vaginas and shit, and ass? Like, people are shocked, and I'm like, what? That's way more normal than gore. Right? But again, it should be implemented in a way that it's, like, not trying to sell sex. Right? It should just be normal. Not like, hey, our game is boobies. Come watch horny people. No, it shouldn't be like that. Plumbers don't wear ties. Yeah, like with the dryads, you know, those creatures, you know, it makes sense because they're just like, that's how those creatures are. They just are naked. Just like other creatures are naked. They're just humanoid in physique, that, you know, they have their boobs out. It's not like, oh yeah, the game is like all focused on sex. Even though I do think that in this game the romance mechanics are a bit bad, because it's literally just, oh, you give me a ring, Geralt, please fuck me now. I do think that could have been better. I hope it's better in the later games, the romance mechanics. Where it's not just you give item and get sex. But in the end, sex is more normal than murder and gore and dismemberment. Because sex is natural, and I think, you know, it should be treated as something more natural and normal. That's why I also think it's, you know, it's good that Twitch doesn't ban you for, like, playing The Witcher and, like, having boobies on screen like that. At least I shouldn't be getting a ban for it. As long as I'm not playing an erotic game that is focused on sex, right? Like a porn game. Even though I think porn games should be fine to exist. People want to play a porn game, I think, you know, why not? Why wouldn't they? Why shouldn't they be allowed to play a porn game, right? I mean, over here as well, you can just go to a hooker and pay her, but at that moment I am like, alright, what does it add to the game? Not really much. Whereas having like a relationship mechanic, that adds into like character building and world building and the RPG elements. Kind of. Whereas just paying a hooker for sex, I think, feels a bit arbitrary. Just like in GTA, you could always like pick up hookers and pay them for sex. That was always a bit arbitrary in my opinion. It's like, alright, but okay. Like, it's funny, but in the end, I think it's like one of those mechanics I literally never used in GTA. Yeah, exactly. With Shani and Triss, the relationships are a bit more meaningful. But there's still so many other women Geralt comes across that will just bang him for like one item. Which is a little bit arbitrary and a bit cringy to a certain degree. Yeah, I chose for Shani in this playthrough. Mostly because I don't have full trust in Triss. Because I'm feeling like she's hiding things from Geralt. And Shani has a little bit of a tomboy look, which I do kind of dig. God damn, my throat is all like freaking itchy and screwed up today. I hope I don't have COVID, but it probably shouldn't be that. Yeah, in the books. I mean, she did feel a bit manipulative in this game's story as well. Like, she doesn't really tell Geralt the full story. Like, she is factually keeping things from Geralt, she did say it. So, you know, I just can't put my full trust in her. And she's, like, also just constant. She was, like, very easily going to bed with Geralt as well. So, I don't know. Wait, I'm going into the crypt? I wasn't going for the crypt, was I? Oh, maybe I was. Oh! Wait, I was just turned around, lol. Get some. Alright, cat potion. Let's see, where's my cat potion? Cat. I also think one of my biggest complaints of this game is the item management. It's like hard to see like, where's my cat potion? I have to like go through all these potions. It's like, oh, this one. And arbitrarily, like, the stack numbers of items are very weird sometimes. Like, sometimes some items don't stack, and the same item stacks for more than others. Like, for example, the white gold potion base. I could stack up to 10 of them, And then another time I had like less than 10 white gall. And I tried to stack them and they just wouldn't stack. So I just don't understand the inconsistency there. It just didn't make sense. So I have some issues with that. God damn it, my fucking throat. My apologies for my throat. Like, I just I constantly feel like there's something stuck in my throat. Yeah, it's definitely dated in that regard. Uh-oh. Oh. Snap out of it. Geralt. Stop looking at their boobs. Oh yeah. Considering this is their first game, I'm definitely not gonna be harsh about it, you know. Despite the small complaints I have, I'm still really enjoying this game. It could definitely use a remaster for sure. With like UI fixes and shit. I'll have to use some potions soon. Oh fuck, there's another one. Yeah, time for a swallow. Oh, the group stance is super powerful. A remake could also work, but I would also be happy enough with a remaster. Either is fine, I think. But of course, people usually want remakes over remasters, which is understandable. Because in the end, the remake is more worth it to replay the game, because it's going to be entirely different. God damn my fucking throat. Why did I explore everything here? No, there was another... Oh, look, there's more shit here. Yeah, I really hope so. When I played Mass Effect 1, I definitely felt that some things were also dated about it, for example, so I understand that game got remastered. Still, though, I didn't want to buy the whole remaster pack of all the Mass Effect games, because I already own Mass Effect 1 and 2, and only would need the third game, so to rebuy 2 out of 3 games I already own at full price was a bit eh. I do think asking like full price of remasters of games you already own, I think is a bit yikes. Because plenty of times I've gotten remasters for free. As an example, Skyrim Remastered I got for free for owning the original Skyrim. Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered. I got that game for free as well for owning the original. And Mafia 2 on Steam as well. I got the remaster for free for owning the original. Now, I'm not saying that remasters should be free. That's not what I'm saying. That's definitely an awesome thing to do. Giving remasters for free to people who already own it. But I understand there goes extra work into remastering. But at least, like, people who already own a game should definitely get a discount. At the very least. Like, for example, Dark Souls on PC. Dark Souls Remastered, I got it at a big discount. Because I had the original Dark Souls, even though I haven't played it yet. Yeah, with Rockstar, that was just a joke as well. The fucking remastered trilogy, fuck that. I mean, it's awesome that they got remastered, but they fucked it up, putting no fucking effort into it. Rockstar can suck a big one. That's also one of those companies I've stopped trusting at all. They fucked up so hard with that trilogy. And I mean, I will get it one day. But that's gonna take years. I want it to be like bug free and stuff, and like have it work properly, and you know, not have like all the bullshit it has. Asking 64, and you know what's even worse? Like, they based it off the fucking mobile ports of the games, which is so bad. Like, they didn't even take the original PC versions. They took the mobile ports, because they ported it to mobile, and then they took the mobile versions and made that. And they should have also remastered GTA Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories, which used to be PlayStation Portable exclusives that also got ported to PS2, and the PS2 versions had terrible frame rate issues. So yeah, if Rockstar would have done that, it would have been the first time Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories would have been on PC. That would have been awesome if they actually did that. GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, Liberty City Stories, and Vice City Stories, all remastered and bug-free and running with a smooth frame rate, that would have probably been worth 60 euros. Even though I would have probably not spent 60 for that either. But 40, yeah, I would have spent 40 on that for sure. Uh-oh. Oh, you're a vampire fuck. I do have black blood. Yeah. I've grown up with the GTA games, and I love them to death, but ever since GTA Online's success, I started not liking Rockstar at all. They just clearly changed as a company. All they do is milk the GTA Online player base with shark cards, make the online component a fucking boring grind-fast pay-to-win bullcrap as well. And it's infested with hackers as well, and you constantly just get killed by toxic fucking rich players. It's just such a bad fucking thing. And they made 0 expansions for the single player. So yeah, from that moment, just screw Rockstar. I'm not gonna get GTA 6 on release, absolutely. I'm gonna wait. Because they're probably never gonna fucking, like, they're probably never gonna add expansions to the single player of it. They're just gonna have online focus bullshit again. And then maybe one day I'll get it at like a big discount and play through it. But I don't know, I'll have to see. I also don't know why, but like the side activities were so much more fun in the older games. Like in Vice City, San Andreas, and GTA 3, I did like all the side stuff, like taxi missions and whatnot, vigilante ambulance, collecting shit. But like collecting the pigeons or killing all the pigeons in GTA 4, that just became annoying because you have to shoot, and every time I would kill a pigeon, I'd get like a wanted level and had to lose them, and I don't know. In GTA 5 I also just didn't really want to do the missions as much. Right, there's a third one. Okay. It's barely taking any damage. That's cool, man, repairs. Thank you for hanging out, though, and chatting. I appreciate it. I'm glad we can share our thoughts about different video games and stuff. That's just generally something, you know, I guess on Twitch, where in the end, 99% of people who watch Twitch are all gamers, and we all love talking and sharing about the video games we love and stuff. Always so fun. Hope you have a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend as well. Time to leave this crypt. If I can find the exit. Hello. Uh-oh. I enjoy talking about games. I don't have any friend as passionate about it as me. It's always nice to talk to people that share the same anyway. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I love games so much that I'm streaming them every day. So yeah, here's definitely where you find people who think similarly to you that just love games so much. See you next time, man. Have a wonderful weekend. Alrighty. What's another quest done? Well, not entirely done yet. I still need to go somewhere. Let's just go. All my swallow has run out. Let's eat some food. Food. Oh, there's more raspberries. Raspy berries. Raspberries are very nice. Sadly, I kind of have like a bit of a trauma regarding raspberries. One day I was eating raspberries from like a little tiny a little tiny yard that one of my aunts used to have back then. And thank fuck I saw it before I put it in my mouth, because there was literally like, I don't know if it was a bee or a wasp or something else, something, you know, one of those flying yellow fuckers inside of the raspberry. And like, because you know those raspberries are like hollow if you get them. It was like literally on the inside. And I was like scared shitless, right? And oh, I just can't, like, I just feel so fucking scared of like, ah, what if I put that in my mouth without having seen that thing inside of the raspberry? And I always think about that when I see or think about raspberries. Which sucks, because raspberries are very nice, but I just constantly think about that. So I'm not sure if I really see it as a trauma, but it could be. So I'm like super anxious. I always just check the inside every time. I should dump some shit at the end. Also, I'm wondering if it's caught anyone's attention that I trimmed my freaking mustache. It's like one of those things that people won't always notice. I remember once, like, shaving off, like, 90% of my beard, and my colleagues just wouldn't notice. Or, like, even one time at school, I shaved off my entire beard, and no one noticed. It was really crazy. But, you know.
How can I help?
One thing.
Yes?
So much crap. Too much crap here. I don't even know what to dump. Some of these I only have like one. Drowner repelling talisman. I guess I can equip that. I definitely need to like do a campfire meme and create some more shit. Potions and shit. How much? I got 2 swallows left. Bindweed, Thunderbolt. Cat potions are running out. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need a bunch. Got 2 white gulls. Definitely gonna need more. So that's 4. I mean, I got like a ton of white gall here, right? If I can find it. Where's the white gall? You know, I'm gonna have to look. Oh, it's right here. 10 pieces should probably be enough.
What do you want?
I have the Griggs treasure.
Now take the harness to the chapel of our Griggs. It stands just by the bridge, a small red santon. Return the following day to see if the Griggs accepted the gift.
How will I know they did?
In its place, they will leave you a gift of value, symbolizing friendship or joy. If Harn keeps this gift with him, the Griggs won't trouble him.
Take care.
What do
Remind
you... Go to the old...
and if they...
They'll...
Yeah, what was that different dialogue? I thought it was gonna be the same repeated.
What do you...
Remind me.
Go to the old bridge. Leave the cat harness at the nearby small santon. If they accept your gift, they will give you something of value.
And if they hate it?
They'll play some prank on you.
Prank.
What do you...
Nah.
Why do you stare?
Griggs. I guess they're the small leprechaunish creatures. I assume. Wait a minute. Just noticed I have 2 more swallows. What about tawny owls? Do I have any more? Oh, 2 more here. Oh, I don't need as many then. But definitely need more cat potions. Run out of those, kind of. Just have 1 more. Four-leaf clover. I thought I needed to wait like a day. So I do kind of need to wait before they arrive though. It'll probably be in the afternoon. Is there a fireplace nearby? No fireplaces at all here. Maybe in the fields, but I don't want to fucking go all the way there. Might as well do like another quest if I'm gonna do that. Let's go do that. Well, only now noticing how much the map zooms out now. Chief. Not here. God damn it, Chief. Hello.
Have you heard of Gimpy Mary?
Oh.
Turned into a swan by the Lady of the Lake, then flew off into the world as she had long wished. Have you heard of Gimpy Mary?
So she wanted to be a swan all along?
Swan by the Lady of the Lake, then flew off into the world as she had long wished.
So where's this chief?
Moon wraiths? Nonsense.
Where the chief at? Chief.
You're different. How interesting.
Chief. Hey, a fireplace. I might as well. Silver. Armor. I don't know. I don't really use the art sign as much anymore. I use this one a lot now. Maybe I'll be able to get another one done from that. Oh, I don't need those. I wish it would just show me here how many of those potions I already have. That would be so nice. Do I have any more white honey? Oh, here. See, because I just can't see how much I have. Black blood. Just get swallow my toenail. Cat potions. Lizard. Could have made some others as well, actually, now that I think of it. I forgot I got a bunch of new frickin' recipes. Oh well. It's fine.
Come from afar, see no signs of a wedding.
You know what? I'm gonna take some peanuts. I haven't had any in a while.
Moon wraiths? Nonsense.
This is boring.
My father's sword is bigger.
You're different.
How interesting.
Oh yeah, wait. The chief maybe is here now.
I'm old.
Shame.
Greetings.
Hello,
What be your moniker?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Lucky to have two witches visit us. Ha ha! I, Tobias Hoffman, am the village chief.
Haha, yourself.
Beastie Beta, what brings you here?
Beastie Baiter.
I'm here about the notice.
What do you have for me?
Nothing yet. Is it still valid?
It is. Greeks are a nuisance. I hear you slew 3 deadly creatures.
You heard right.
I have a special reward for you. You may find this runic stone useful. I may offer more rewards soon.
Any non-humans around here?
Elves live on the shore. Pretty disagreeable lot. I thought to give them leftover food. They looked at me so cold I nearly froze. They're a strange bunch. Still, I've enough to do here in the village without worrying about them.
I heard there's going to be a wedding.
Yes, my dear daughter Alina is marrying a gallant, hard-working and honest fellow. You know the joy that finding a good lad for your daughter brings? No? Thought not. Fighting is all your kind thinks about.
That's not quite true, but listen, got any jobs for a Witcher?
There are more urgent matters. We'll need to discuss that another time.
Any non-humans around?
I
see.
There's also the fish people. A scourge on our lives.
How so?
They got vicious, driving us away from the water, wounding some of us, and killing a few. Julian knows more.
I'll have a talk with him.
Beastie Beta?
Any work for a Witcher?
A creature looking like a fish with legs appears by the lake. They say the crypt in the fields is home to a beast. It has huge teeth, resembles a dead mother-in-law. Horrible, they say.
Any reward for these creatures?
Bring proof, and I'll be generous.
I killed the fishman.
Dear gods, what is it? Take your 800 orange and remove that nasty thing.
Any work for a Witcher?
A creature looking like a fish with legs appears by the lake. They say the crypt in the fields is home to a beast. It has huge teeth.
Any reward?
Bring proof.
Tell me more.
About what?
I wanted to talk to you about the Vodyanoi.
Julian's in charge of that business.
Business?
He fishes treasures from the lake, renovates them, and sends them to markets in Vecina.
Okay.
Farewell.
useless.
It's like the second time I killed the beast before I even knew that a person wanted the reward.
What was that?
Oh, hi, Rector. What's up, man? How you doing? It's nice to see you.
Sir?
Oh wait, let me save first. Before I make any fuck-ups.
I definitely should.
Sir?
It's going okay. I had a bit of a busy week. Getting like a lot of crap in order regarding like the request for like that medical urgency thingy to get a house. Most of the hard crap for that is done. Still need to do a couple of small things next week, but it's like the worst has thankfully happened. Had like a meeting with my coach and the doctor and a worker for the township, and just had like a big discussion like about, well, not discussion, but like a talk about like my physical and mental issues, and explaining like, you know, the needs of like explaining why I'd need like my own house and stuff. So there's just some other legal shit that me and my coach have to do to get all things in order, but my coach sounded positive, and you know, he's got experience with helping people to do that, so but yeah, the whole week did tire me out because I had to like just do so much things, and you know, then there's also like gonna be most likely like a psychological examination and stuff. It's sadly gonna cost me a bit of money, most likely. Not an absurd amount, but definitely like something that will hurt, like a couple hundred. That will definitely hurt me in the wallet, but like, because of that, there might be like stuff found that I'm not aware of, like maybe some kind of psychological disorders or whatnot. My coach mostly suspects autism, which I would not be surprised by, because he specializes in clients with autism, and he definitely suspects it. But you know, maybe some other stuff gets like known, and you know, I think it's, after having learned it, I think it's definitely helpful in life to know what kind of issues you have in your head. It can kind of make life easier in some regards when you actually know what you have, so that you can more easily like make steps in order to live with that. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's pretty much how my week has gone. um, I've just really been having the days go past with just mostly, yeah, just doing streams and playing Minecraft, and yeah. The brain is indeed a weird asshole.
I made a deal with the Griggs.
I'm impressed.
They won't bother you while you wear this 4-leaf clover.
Perhaps I can finish the bridge before the first snowfall. Your reward.
So can I get his son as like a permanent follower?
I could use your son's help.
He's brave, though not clever. He'll stay with you while you cross the fields.
Thank you.
Ah, if I were a rich man. Yes?
You kill shit.
Come with me, boy. Bring your bow.
All right, sir. I mean, Geralt.
Come on, boy. That's like God of War all over again. He looks older than his dad. Only a bit smaller. Come here, boy. Just watch me encounter like the first enemy and he instantly gets slaughtered by it, and I'm like, okay. And then slowly just walk away, never talk to the dad again. Speaking of that, of boy, hyped for Ragnarok. I'm happy that there's a new game coming. I don't know why, but I'm just not as excited for it anymore. I don't know why. I did enjoy God of War, the new one, but I couldn't really bring myself to play more of it. Like, I never got in the mood to play more of it. Like the endgame stuff, I don't know why, I don't know. I think maybe a part of me still just misses the older God of War games a bit too much. Even though I did like the new one, I think I just still prefer the old ones over it. Come on, boy. Come on, boy, kill them. Why did I know this was gonna happen? Alright, I don't think I wanted support. Wait, before I load the game, hold on. I want to talk to the father, see if he's got a reaction of some sort. Like, I want to take your son on a quest, literally not even 2 minutes later. Yeah, he's dead. Do you have another son? Oh, this better have some unique dialogue.
Sir?
Not even.
How long will the repairs take?
About a month, if the Griggs kept away.
A month? For a few small cracks?
Not only repairs, I'll make it wider. The River Ghosts will have the finest bridge in Temeria.
Farewell.
This sucks. Doesn't even have any dialogue.
Farewell.
Fucking Christ. Boring. No, not worth it. Useless follower to have. I thought maybe it would be useful, but that's why I saved beforehand.
Sir,
I made a deal with
I'm in.
They won't.
Perhaps.
Book about specters. Old.
The book about specters.
Tell no one where you got it. The hermit will get irate if he learns I borrowed it.
Thank you.
Let's hope the book is useful. Unlike like the other books, just like, you've already read it. Oh. Nice reward. I've already read it. Okay, well, I guess we'll go for the gold then. But that was the right one, was it? Don't have any others. Yeah. God damn it. Ugh.
I made it.
I'm in.
They won't.
Perhaps.
Explain my choices again.
A book about spectres and the king of the hunt, 400 orins, or my son to fight alongside you whenever you cross the fields.
I prefer gold.
400 orins, as promised.
Thank you.
His son, whenever I cross the field, and it's like, yeah, your son is not helping me anymore after he died. You broke your promise. Why is he not helping? But okay, I guess money it is. Oh god, 6k already. Holy shit. Money. Yeah, I was hoping for like an actual good follower. I mean, like, I was surprised to hear it first, so I didn't really expect much, but then I was like, maybe a follower, maybe I'll like have extra inventory then, but sadly no. Just some pleb kid who gets eaten by wolves instantly. That's too bad. What else I got? Where is this? Fields. It says fields. I'm gonna guess there? I am a lot more happy though in general that Sony is deciding, and just generally in the game industry, except Nintendo, are moving away from exclusivity bullshit. I always thought that was such a toxic thing in the video game space. You know, I in my opinion, it's like, just let people play on whatever system they want. I think like the whole console wars and shit, that's like all such a childish thing. So it's like, I'm like very, like, Microsoft has been getting so much thumbs up from me lately, it's pretty crazy. Like, they're starting to kind of become my favorite company almost. Phil Spencer is awesome, and they brought Forza to PC. They've brought Halo to PC again. Yeah, of course, it is a bit harder to make a game for more systems. Because like on the other side, you know, there's definitely some more work around that than people might think. But yeah, like even Sony, and Sony has always been harder with the exclusives, but even Sony bringing their titles to PC now, like, that gets a big thumbs up from me. Like, freaking... I think it's awesome that God of War is on PC now as well. And I'm like secretly hoping and praying for like the original God of War collection, like remastered on PC or something. I would kind of shit my pants if that happened. I'm not expecting it, but just secretly deep inside, I'm kind of hoping that. You know. And then I would mean like all of them, like including the PSP titles that got remastered to PS2, Ghost of Sparta and what was the other one? Chains of Olympus. I would be so down to that, but you know, like I said, I'm not really expecting it, but who knows? Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn is on PC as well already. There's probably some others that I'm missing, but just yeah, thumbs up to Sony for that. Really, just getting away from exclusivity bullshit as well. It's just so awesome. Death Stranding as well. Oh yeah, we gotta play that one day. I know the gameplay is very much walking, but for the story I'm definitely interested in it, because Kojima. Oh shit, what did she do? Yo, what the fuck? I never had that happen before. And I also think it's awesome that, you know, as far as I've heard and understood, because like Sony bought Bungie, Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard, and as far as I understood, like they're both not really gonna force their exclusivity on those companies' games either. Kind of just letting, you know, letting them keep making games for all platforms. It's probably not gonna stay like that, but you know, we'll have to see how it goes. But so far, they sounded like they generally just wanted to let people play wherever they wanted to play. And one thing definitely is a concern is that people are afraid of monopolies, which I do understand. That is definitely a legit concern. Like, Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard is awesome, but at the same time, you of course don't want a monopoly to just all be dominated by one company. They're gonna let those companies they just bought up, like, back to their old IPs. Yes! I especially love that Phil mentioned Guitar Hero and Hexen. Fucking Hexen of all things, like, yes. Like, I know, like, I'd fucking love to see, like, a remake or, like, a complete new Hexen game. Oh, yes. Yeah, I would cream my pants for that. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, Clone Hero is a thing, so, you know, pretty much any song you can get already. That is true. So, but you know, I still do respect that he is caring about old IPs. And I'm just hoping that Activision Blizzard can actually not be a shit company anymore, so that I actually won't feel bad for, like, buying Tony Hawk 1-2 Remake. Because that's been on my list for a long time, but I just don't want to buy it because Activision Blizzard. So hopefully, you know, that'll change when they actually acquire it, and I actually won't feel bad anymore if I give them money. Yeah, that as well. Raven and id Software. I mean, in general, Raven Software are like, or at least back in the day, I'm not sure how many of the same developers there are, of course, but Raven, when they used to actually make their own games, they have such a good list of awesome games. It's fucking crazy. Like, pretty much any Raven Software game from back then were absolute bangers. And I'm like, oh, they're now just working on, like, helping with Call of Duty. Well, fuck, that's wasted talent. Singularity has been on my list for a long time. It looked cool. I haven't played it yet, though. But they also made, like, a Wolfenstein game, which is so under... That's, like, one of the most underrated Wolfenstein games ever. The one by Raven. Like, I will really... That's the next one on my list to stream. Yeah, that as well. More Spyro and stuff. Heck, I wouldn't even mind if they actually remastered, like... Remastered or remade, like, the other Spyro games. Even, like, the fucking handheld ones. I heard the handheld Spyro games were actually pretty fucking good. Not sure if they'll do anything with that, but... I definitely have a whole bunch of Spyro games to go through. I've streamed the first 3 games so far. Too many save files. If there was like an option to just only save the last 5 quick saves or something. Because, you know, this is what causes the freaking loading to happen. Yeah, the Reignited trilogy I heard was very good. I got them in a bundle, plus Crash Bandicoot as well, but I just first am gonna play through all the originals and then I'll play the remakes. Well, I still don't know if it's remakes or remastered, because it's mostly like graphically enhanced. Maybe if you stopped getting people's sons killed, you would have had so many saves. Yeah. It was also like, oh, he's gonna help you with your bow and arrow. Pack of wolves appears, runs to the wolves at melee range, and starts meleeing with like a pitiful fucking small knife dagger thing. Good usage of your bow and arrow. You can literally see here at the timestamps, I'm like quick saving every 5 minutes or so. Because literally like, you know, RPGs and choices and afraid of dying, and I've had it too many times where I died and I'm like, oh, I gotta redo the last 30 minutes. Fuck no. Hey, I got this bow. Proceeds to hit wolves with flimsy bow. Or dagger, or whatever he used. Hey, nice. I'm actually done with this. Oh, this is fine. Save. What happens if we overdose on potions? I've actually never tried that. Drink all the potions, Geralt. Oh, this is very healthy. Alright, he just dies. Alright, good to know. Yeah, and you get magnetic skin, right? And you get like 4G in your body, 4G support or 5G. Absolutely. Right. Well, that was that for today. I'll see you all tomorrow. More Tonks and more Witcher, probably. That's currently on the list until I finish The Witcher, I think. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming over and chatting. Really appreciate it. Wish you all a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care and have a great night.